Hey everybody, Paul Turner here from thediscipleproject.net with a channel first today. It is my first Youth Room 911. I had a youth pastor, Matthew McKelvie from Tennessee, hit me up with some questions about his youth room. And I said, listen, let me take this. Since I cannot get to your youth room, send me some pictures. And I said, I'll share it with the channel and get their input. So I'm looking to you, yes, you guys, to go ahead and help me with some input from Matthew. He does have some challenges, which I'll show you here in just a minute. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you about a new resource that I've just put out called G4, and it's based on Luke 4:18. And it's, if you're not familiar with the scripture, it's the Spirit of the Lord is on me because he has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight to the blind and to set the oppressed free. And it is a 5-week series on taking that verse apart to where we help students see not just the physical, but the spiritually poor, the physical and spiritual prisoners, the physical and spiritual blind, and we look at all those areas to engage our students to say, listen, guys, this is not some far-off thing. You don't have to be at an actual prison to find prisoners. You don't have to go out and find actual blind people to have blind people around you. They're in your schools every day. They're in your home. They're in your community. If you're interested in that, there'll be a link down below in the description. You can go hit it up. There are free samples there. Check them out. We'd love to hear back from you. So that's also one way you can support this channel is by buying some of the curriculum that I create. All right, let's head over to Matthew's problem here. So let's take a first look at his room here. He meets in a gym. Matthew meets in a gym, and I have met in a gym before. Maybe you have as well. And it has its own set of challenges. As you look at this picture here, here's a shot back by the soundboard. He's taking a panoramic view here. You can see he is setting up, trying to get banners up. All that kind of good stuff to make the gym area look appropriate. Coming into a big gym, that's also a big task. You have lots of space to fill. Here's a shot from the back where kids are coming in from. And this is a major challenge here because they're walking from this part, this door, all the way up there to the youth room. You can see it's not an enclosed-in room. It's just an open space. Lastly, here's a shot just straight on to what he does have, which is a staging area, and he's already started some work on that. I'll show you a picture of that just here in a little bit. But we need some ways to soften this up a little bit and give it some structure. So you can see already that Matthew is has this challenge of creating this space for students here in his gym. And the name of his youth ministry is called The Way. So let's keep that in mind as we're kind of tossing around some ideas there. But he's already off to a good start, and I'll show you a picture in just a little bit of how far he's come so far. But he's already started to fill up some of that space with these huge banners, right? And of course, that's good for visuals and things like that because you're walking in, and they're all kind of there, and it's about missions and things like that. But being called The Way, I thought of that space from the door to the actual meeting space, and I thought, man, why not put something on the floor that kind of guides kids, right? Or, using that space to promote things, maybe putting some sticks in some concrete buckets or something that would kind of, give that space to kind of, as they kind of maneuver their way in there, to give them some sort of pathway to that space versus, just going in and just kind of opening wide up. It's not terrible, but I guess that comes from my little OCD mind that likes to have a structured space that the kids are coming into versus, hey, it's way open. Now, look, if it's basketball night, that's one thing. But if you're trying to get kids into that youth meeting and into that space, into that worship space, well, I tend to get a little more particular about it, right? But there's all kinds of challenges here. There's lighting challenges. There's, space challenges. I was thinking about, some carpeting ideas, maybe to go underneath the chairs. Maybe it's get rid of the chairs altogether and just put, these carpet spaces, almost like, where they just have like their own little chill sit spot. I don't know. These are just all ideas that I'm thinking in my head and saying, wow, what is Matthew going to do with this space? But I'm entrusting you guys. You guys are watching this. What are some of your ideas? Have you had to meet in a giant space like this before? Have you tried to fill it up? Have you tried to define it, give it structure, all those kind of good things? I would love to hear, and especially Matthew would love to hear your suggestions. So I'm going to ask you to leave some comments down below for Matthew and hit him up. And then hopefully he will come back and do us a little walkthrough if he's done any of your ideas, or even if he hasn't used any of your ideas. He can just go in there and just show us a little walkthrough of his room and how well he did with that. Like I said earlier, Matthew has made some progress here. So here's something he's done. He's already kind of got his letters up there. He bought those letters from Hobby Lobby, and he has defined his staging area. Now he needs help with the rest. So put your ideas down below. But that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys being here, being a part. If you're brand spanking new to the channel, thank you for being here. Would love for you to be part of the community. Just hit the subscribe button and also a little bell down there where you can click on that and click notifications. That way you'll be informed when I upload a video. Also, if you're a regular, thank you so much for being a part. I know that you guys are going to be super helpful in helping Matthew design this space. And if you happen to have a 911 youth room issue, you can send me pictures at thedproject@me.com. You can send me some photos, and maybe we can put it on here and let people know and help you out with some ideas. So, all right, but that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Talk to you later.